This is James Mathers for the Digital Cinema Society at NAB 2025. I'm here with my friend Michael Krulik. We're at the Avid booth, and he's going to tell us about a new partnership that Avid has. It's pretty exciting.
I think you heard, right? New partnership which we just introduced here at NAB. The partnership, strategic partnership with AWS. So Avid on AWS. It's Media Composer, it's Nexus on basically one of the best cloud platforms out there. So it's the gold standard in a cloud provider with the gold standard in the editorial provider for media and entertainment, put together to give you like the most efficient way to work with project sharing and bin locking that editors have known and loved for years. So complete efficiency, totally secure, and and extremely efficient.
You used to have a big Avid workstation. Now anybody with a internet connection can be working on Media Composer.
Basically, that's right. And with AWS, if you are a provider, if you're a studio or network that's on AWS and you have built the Media Composer environment, you're basically reaching out to the talent around the world. So anybody will be able to connect and collaborate, again, with the project sharing and bin locking that people have been using for years, just quickly and efficiently.
Are there updates to Media Composer you can tell us about?
We have several. We recently introduced transcription in Media Composer, so you're not reaching out to the cloud, but if you want to transcribe an interview, if you want to transcribe this interview, you could actually go in and take the clip and transcribe it inside of Media Composer and be able to search by words in the transcript, skimming through and finding where the piece of media is you want to use. But that transcription is also now on the sequence side as well. So you can use it to cut from the source, you can use it to cut from the sequence, and you can also use it to instantly make subtitles in your timeline. So really cool tools there. We've also opened up the partnership, I believe, maybe we introduced it last year, I think we have a recording, the Panel SDK. So providers that create tools and workflows that are available in Media Composer can now be in a panel, so you don't have to leave the Media Composer application to use them. And a couple of them that we're highlighting here at NAB have to do with AI. AI, of course, is big, and of course big here. I'm sure you've seen a lot of it here on the show floor. But Quickture is an amazing transcription tool which lets you build automatic edits in Media Composer. And Quickture is an amazing transcription tool that uses AI technology to do rough cut editing, summarizing interviews, and things like that. So in Quickture, what you'll see is you could take an interview and do a rough cut quickly and easily by choosing, once it analyzes the clip and knows what sort of speakers are there, if it's crew who may be the interviewer, if it's multiple participants, you can actually disable those speakers and see from the clip, which is over an hour long, that the part that is only the Winston Churchill character, you can say, I only want to do a 3-minute or however minute or 9-minute just by dragging that cut from that. And once you edit it, you would see it in the sequence, but you can also do what's called a guided edit. A guided edit lets you pull in, sort of information or topics that you may say, let's guide the edit in a specific way to actually generate the cut. And when you do that, the end result is in your sequence. So again, using AI technology with Quickture is a really amazing panel to be added to your Media Composer arsenal of tools. So you could take an interview and say, give me a 3-minute edit of that interview, and Quickture will do that for you. It'll summarize, it'll let you look at story beats, really amazing. You definitely would want to take a look at Quickture. Another panel which is very popular, and again, to not have to leave Media Composer, is provided by one of our partners, SpectraLogic. It's great for archival, and it's project aware, so you can take clips and media and drag and drop it from a bin to archive. You can choose total bins, you could choose projects, and once you see them in the system, you can see any sort of information, even play the clip to make sure that that's the one that you do want to archive. You can look at any important metadata down below for that clip as well. But then if you want to import that into Media Composer, and this could be used for archival or for importing, to bring it into a bin, drag and drop it, and import it easily into a bin. So again, we're trying to create efficiencies with not having to leave Media Composer with panels. We have over 200 partners who are planning to have panels inside of Media Composer to enable this sort of workflow. And then Flawless AI is a tool that uses AI to do performance tracking and re-syncing of lips. So if you have a piece of media where you need to change the dialogue or take out a bad word, you could actually redub in, they call it VUBs, visual dubs, new word, and it will, using AI technology, remap the lips to their mouth so they're actually looking like they're saying the new word. It could be used for translation, so if you have somebody who, you have a piece that needs to be translated into Spanish, you could give the Spanish dialogue and it will actually make it look like the person who's in the interview is actually speaking Spanish.
That's amazing.
Other things, again, we have our interop between Media Composer and Pro Tools, which is built in. Oh, by the way, transcription is now across all of our products with Pro Tools, Media Central, and Media Composer. And also we are introducing, or at least showing here at the show floor, our partnership on the news side with WolfTech. WolfTech News and their planning and scheduling done for news and broadcast. So a lot of great things.
There's other NLEs out there, but most of the top editors are still using Avid. Is that right?
Absolutely, and we're happy that we have the stage back here at NAB, and we have Monday or Sunday we had the editor of Wicked, Myron Kirstein, who talked about using Media Composer for editing, a small film you may have heard of, and also the editor of Deadpool and Wolverine, Dean Zimmerman, and then yesterday and today we have the editor of Dune Prophecy, Mark Hartzell, and the editor of Gladiator 2, Sam Restivo. So, yes, a lot of the top films and TV shows are still using Avid.
Sam's a friend of mine.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I remember he spoke at your last expo. Yes.
Thank you very much, Michael.
Absolutely. Great seeing you.